From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter.
start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. A little juke. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Rodgers again now. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The numbers for Jones last week, 19 carries, 70 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 6-0 our score after 1. With the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off The play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Second down at 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's caught out right by Jennings. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get started up in Detroit as the LA Chargers pay a rare visit to Ford Field. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. From Motown, we'll take the trip across Lake Erie to Cleveland to check in on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And right now they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And that one all tied. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be...
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Here's Rodgers to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete, right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Rodgers. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers now to throw. This is caught. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Jones diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late. To throw is Rodgers. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Pass complete, Tunyon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 1st down. Rolling. Now Rodgers. Now quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Rodgers to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the touchdown capped off by the PAT, and that means that we are likely heading to overtime. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He wasn't able to really get anything going in regulation. Maybe it'll be a little different story here in overtime.
And it appears that with that call, they want to establish the run in overtime, try and set the tone for what they're going to get done. And you're right, maybe it didn't work so well in regulation. Overtime could be the charm. And by the way, yards count either way.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They go with the ground game, pick up the 1st, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Jennings. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know,
It's Madden NFL 23. This one features Kareem Hunt, closing in on 1,000 yards rushing on the year. It's the Pats and the Chiefs. All that and more coming up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. He's one of the most successful coaches.
First carry down for Kareem Hunt. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Hunt. And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 35. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Now Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing, Jones. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
59 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Back to throw. Jones right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's...
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And he finds Parker here, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On first down, Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Back to throw again. Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception.
Here we go, set.
Throwing to start the drive, Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Jones. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Jones now on 1st and 10. Parker's got it. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
No gain on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That's see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. And he
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's unable to hold on to the... Potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now Jones on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Patriots send out their punter. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 33. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 20-14. 1:47 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. This is a crew that came into the year saying we're going to win 10 games. They really thought they were going to. This is their 7th loss, so they will not reach that goal.
And that number may light up like neon, won't it? Because people remember all year long you've talked about winning 10 games, and you should win 10 games. And when you don't, no matter how the rest of the season turns out, that could be a disappointment to everyone.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chargers and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying 40.
Here we go, Sack.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And oh, he caught that. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play,
overturned. They say the
reversed.
knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 35 on second down, Herbert. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He's got Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon.
Well, we're in the latter. Herbert on first down now. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
Here we go,
From the 31, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Down to about the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, That's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On first down, Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Chargers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. On second down, Eckler. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Once more, here's Eckler. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Eckler. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked.
Touchdown! Josh Palmer, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to up the middle with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They'll run forward with Eckler, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with... So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So no shortage of offense in this game. A very clean game, too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level.
It's Week 15 of the NFL, and this one features Eric Kendricks, who reached another plateau this week with his 80th tackle of the season. It's the Vikings and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next.
They go play action. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Cousins now to throw on first down. To Jefferson on the slant. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush.
Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. They start the drive with Cook. Ooh, the juke. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Cook again. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Third and short yardage. Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side.
Still
Got
3rd down.
napped for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Cousins. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Play action now. Cousins. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 29, Cousins to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. George Karlaftis. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Brought down by Willie Gay. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Bills with the lead in the second quarter. Isaiah McKenzie, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. George Pickens, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Justin Fields leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game.
All right, we'll buy. First down, here's Cousins. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. That's a 33-yard line.
On play action, Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. There on the stop was Leo Chanel. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. A
10th carry in the game for Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10. At the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
Throwing, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Cousins. Open man, once again it's Thielen. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cousins to throw it. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Able to find Thielen. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Cousins on 1st down. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That's complete. It's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Pass complete. It's Hawkinson. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. One last shot now for Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle,